So let's go to hell. Yeah. So I like season two, and when I was talking about season one, a lot of the stuff I was talking about in season that I really like about season overall. But I was all like, oh, I like season one, but most of the stuff I wanted to talk about is in season two. Apology Tour, I think is really fun. There is a version of it by someone else, which I like. You also have, I'm not going to go into details now, don't spoiler, but titles for the things. I think that's fair game. Um, I don't remember the name of it, but I know the one. Uh, I know the one I'm talking about. I think it's before Apology Tours. Oh, it's not. Jay's going to attack. Da 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 da. It is before, but not before what I was thinking. Oops, I like the Mammoth Magnificent Musical Mid-Season Special. I like, and again, I definitely love this season and how it's taking some of the characters. Definitely the seeing starts, but one of the important things in this overall, which I think is like really fun, is slowly but surely sort of having some things. There's a lot of things that a lot of people said. Seeing stars, I know why people, there's certain things that people don't like. There's a certain thing of like, oh, I like my dad, etc. And it's like, oh, I see you again, kicking the ball. And there's certain things that I think is really interesting about having the relationship show this sort of, and I definitely like the bits with uh, Blitz Fizzaroli because I like the idea of like slowly them becoming together and friends. But the one thing which I like the most is I do like Cinnamon. Cinnamon is really fun. I do like Mastermind, where it's sort of like doing this like trick to make him sort of like give up his powers, which I think is really fun. And it shows this darkness. It's leading up to the point that maybe the idea of like, oh, certain people have to do this and have to do that, and can't be with certain relationships will slowly fade away. And this is really fun. Obviously, I am going to point this. Actually, I will point that out in the next section. But I do like it because of that. Definitely because it leads so well into Sinsma, which I think is really fun overall. So, I overall like the season, right? I think it's really good, and I really, really enjoy it. But the one thing which I like is how this sort of leads into season three, which isn't really up. There is technically mission zero. That is a thing. But overall, I know technically it is season three, episode zero, mission zero. But because, by the way, I'm going by IMDb, because mission zero is supposedly trying to sort of, I think, meant to be season one, episode zero, the pilot. Um, I kind of had it given its own thing. You even see on Amazon Prime where season three, you have season two, you have season two on here, but there's a separate section for Mission Zero, which is really fun. I do like the original pilot, but there were some things that were, I think, changed a bit. So I like how they made it changed. I am excited for season three and seeing where that goes. I don't know because before, definitely when it was a YouTube thing, I don't think legally they could have mixed. You got the same thing with like season one of like one of the episodes that were produced very later on, Queen Bee, that they had to stop because of that, and they went to season 2. But I definitely find it interesting, and because they're both on Amazon, obviously I do know this. They go on Amazon first, then they go into YouTube. That is definitely part of a thing, and I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's part of this now, etc., etc. But they do have a sort of connection, and I'm interested if the characters are going to be connected. There is a trailer where they're being like, oh yeah, and the characters come together, but I don't know if that's it or if they're going to do more. I do think this is really good though. So yeah, the Pirates of Leviathan. This was technically meant to be yesterday, with this review being 2 days ago. But because again, I've got a whole thing about that. That's happened. I am sorry. There is a couple of stuff coming up, and yeah. But I hope you enjoy. I hope you like this video, and good night.